Okay. So we're gonna wait. Excellent condition. Excellent condition. Excellent connection. We're gonna wait. This is live. Bingo. Okay. So now, what I'm doing is I'm testing out this connection. You know. So let's play WWVB. WWV, excuse me. 5 megahertz. And 3:52 in the morning. So it's 3:53 in the morning, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the HDR because I want to see where I could pick up a medium wave at this time. And let's go down to the medium wave band.
Reducing liquidity in dollars is probably a good thing if it's done carefully, but it just needs to be made sure it doesn't get too extreme.
And there are desks at banks that are trying to figure out when this ends, right? And I've seen different scenarios.
AM and westbound, right around the Prudential Tunnel. Just a few seconds extra travel time in either direction right now as a result. Traveling northbound on the expressway, a lane restriction.
Or doesn't have a Christian view. Debunking.
Because I think the problem with
area of music history from Canada in their own pocket. Oscar Peterson is going to be memorialized with a $1 coin that is going to
if not more so, than what you apply to your skin. And think about the vision benefit, really unmatched by any other nutrient or supplement out there. It's hard.
Copyright.
Something else. And
Number 2. Potato salad doing battle with the
Home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
A newly released report by a Chicago, Illinois Civilian Office of Police Accountability confirms that Black Police Sergeant Ronald Watts and other officers
surgery open.
You can trade in those bad feet for some good feet. Learn that.
Protections are extremely durable and
This pleasure.
on 362 years.
as soon as people of faith start to just pull up one line
Necesita una oferta que no.
환자 10,000명 이상을 진료한 경험도.
All right. Nothing much going on right now. It's going to be 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm just testing out this connection and this setup. So right now I have extended display, and that is the webcam. And I'm looking in front of me, the SDRUno. And then if I do this, I move the mouse over there, I go to this screen where I can see the YouTube studio, and I can see the chat there. So I think this setup might work. And I can just see, check it out. I can just say welcome right here. I can talk to the chat. I can just type that in, say welcome to my chat. Okay. Or live stream. Duh. So this could work actually. And then I move the mouse back over here, and I'm over here now. So this laptop has a VGA port and an HDMI port. I'm using the VGA port because this is an older screen. That's a 37-inch Vizio. Is over, wow, it's more than 10 years old now. I think it's like 14 years old. I mean, still does the job. And I think this will work for now. So in the meanwhile, let me play some stuff, and then I'm not gonna be on that long. And let's see if we can pick up a station before.
WSJP FM WSJP from the 260
That's definitely slowing down the process.
So after 35 years, the Holy Spirit helped me to quit smoking. And right now, the Holy Spirit is happening.
So according to Radio Locator, this station is one of 6 stations. The nearest one will be, let's see, 1640 AM, WSJP from Sussex, Wisconsin. I don't hear no religious things, so it's not that one. There's 2 talk stations here. One is in Utah and one is in Oklahoma. So let me put it up, see if I can get a station ID. Well, it's religious, so there's only 2 religious stations. One is in California, and one is in Wisconsin. So I think this is the one from Wisconsin. Because I'm radio locator right now, this will be a first for me. Yeah, WSJP is in Sussex, Wisconsin. And let me see if I can go to the, well, let me see the information on that. And right now that is 1,000 watts. Wow. So that's low power. Daytime is 10,000 watts. So it's a relative radio station in Wisconsin. Okay. So I think this is, that's the first for me right there. There you go. Just logged in that station. So what I did is I just moved the Hula Hoop today. It was pointing north to south. Now I have it northeast southwest. So it's actually pointing away from. That would be pointing away from Wisconsin actually. And I picked it. It's weird. So I got this the first one for me right here. Oh, there you go. So some good DX right there. Wisconsin. Now, people asked me before, why do I use the lower sideband and upper sideband on the medium wave? That is because if you look at the you see 1650 is a strong station, and you can see if you zoom in. I can't show you that. No, I have to. Okay. Let me zoom out actually. Let me just stop it. You can see this station will bleed over this station if I had it full. The full the upper and the lower sideband makes one. So basically it will bleed over. I'll show you. If I put it on AM, it will start bleeding over a little bit in this station. So that's why sometimes you have to do lower sideband, get rid of that side, and you can get a better chance of copying that station. So right now it's fading already. It's really fading fast. But I can hear it. You know? I can still hear it. Now, of course, the opposite, if you do it on that side, which is closer to the station, you're not going to be able to hear much. You can hear the difference. Because this is away from that powerful station here. So I had that question asked me before, why do you use lower sideband and when you're doing medium wave DX and stuff like that. So that is a reason. Like for example, if I go to 1010 wins, which is right here, and this is 1020 out of Pittsburgh, most times I won't be able to get it. But there's times that I can get it if I do upper sideband away from 1010. So this is 1010, big blowtorch. This is 1020. I have to do upper sideband just to get listen to 1020. If I try to do the full AM, you can't get it. It'll bleed too much. So that's a good use of using lower sideband and upper sideband on medium wave to try to get at least that one side that you could be able to copy the station. You know, let's go. As a matter of fact, let's go to 1010.
First results: avoiding radical surgery, maintaining your
sexual and urinary function, and your life. Most
so if I try to go to
Medicare,
1020,
Medicaid accept it.
So you don't have to.
Actually, 1020 right now you can copy because yeah, you can hear it.
This getting into your body, then you're talking about a couple things.
The rebuilding.
Area that you're going to target.
So right now, because it's 4 o'clock in the morning, 1010 wins is not full power, basically, or yeah. Basically, you can be able to copy KDK. It's KDKA out of Pittsburgh because the signal's more diminished, and you can still see it right there. You can see the little carrier right there. And if you do even I you can still hear it.
Your glucosamine cream.
But you can hear bleeding too. You hear like quack, 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 quack. That's the bleeding over from 1010. And same thing if you go to the other side.
Time, you're going to rebuild and repair your joints.
It formed an invisible. How about the NFL, Chris Channing?
Okay.
I understand.
And that is out of Chicago, I believe, 1000 AM. That is, I think, WMVP or something like that. That's a sports station out of Chicago. So right now, tonight's a good night. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I can copy both sides with no problem, even on AM mode. But sometimes I may have to do, upper sideband or lower sideband to copy that station. Okay?
Get on the field Friday night. Under center, Love looks, plays left side of the end zone. Sleeping grab, Romeo, dab, touchdown. Beautiful.
So right now it's good. Right now on AM mode I can pick up both sides of 1010 wins with no problem. But if you do have issue, like if it does a bleed over a lot, and this side I will use lower sideband, and then on this side of 1010, I will use the upper sideband because you want to be away from the powerful signal. Okay, because I got asked that a few times, and just wanted to clear that up. So I guess now that I'm doing this live chat, I can actually show you. And the synchronous thing doesn't work well because I don't know, for some reason. I mean, it works, but I usually don't use it. I usually just either one or the other, or AM. If I'm, I know people, especially in other radios, a lot of people some people really don't like synchronous mode. Me, I just don't use it. It doesn't, it doesn't really improve. Because what it does is, let me show you what synchronous does. Let's pick the same station.
There's a special toll-free number to call. Give that to you now. It's 1-800-467-0.
Actually, that's a good. That worked well. Well, in this case, it worked well because actually you don't really need it. You could just use AM. But what it does is tries to lock in on the signal, and it's like I'm trying to think of another setting that does that. So basically, it's trying to lock in. It does, like in this case, you can hear the difference actually. So
every day, even under your best clothes, the number to call is 1-800.
Let's go back to 1640 and see if that actually improved. I'll go to AM and then hear like that first. Let's see what it does. And you can see, as you can see here, you see the offset. You see how the numbers are changing all the time. That's what it's trying to do. It's trying to keep up with the. So, I don't know. I have mixed feelings around it. I'm so used to not using it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it does work, because it did automatically selected the mode for that side. So that's interesting. Maybe I have to rethink that. Maybe it's working better now. Because I found it sometimes to be like, sometimes it would just select this one. The double sideband, which is, and you get this sound. When I rather select, what I would like to select is the lower sideband to be away from me. Or if it's on this case, the upper sideband. It seems to be working actually now. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Because if I do AM mode.
For that, I thank you for your love and for your mercy.
That sounds good.
I pray for all those men and women who are discerning their vocation in life, whether it's the religious life, to be married, called to be single, whatever it may be. I pray for those.
Now it sounds better. That's another thing. Sometimes you just gotta wait, and you'll get a nice medium voice. Sometimes you just gotta wait, and sometimes it'll just come in loud and clear. Of course, you would like that to be during the station break, but sometimes it just doesn't happen that way. This is the first time I'm hearing this station pretty good. I think maybe it's because I rotated the loop today, and it's working well on medium wave tonight, excuse me. Well, today now, because it's 4 o'clock in the morning. So that's interesting. Wow. So I'm gonna have to revisit that. All right, so let's see if we go down to long wave. Let's see what happens on long wave. Now, of course, I don't get any transatlantic stuff. I wish I did, but I just can't get any nothing. I think only a couple of times I got to carry around 198, which could have been BBC, but not Audible. So I don't get transatlantic at all. I just wish I could, but I just don't get anything. It's definitely not gonna happen with these loops. And that may be a job for the Wellbrook. Of course, this is a non-directional beacon high, and of course I will have to put the notch, and nothing here. If I take off the notch, I get this station. Now, usually when you put this part of the band, you're not trying to listen to this anyway. Yeah, so right now there's nothing on this one. Non-directional beacon low. Again, not much there because just don't get anything on it for now. And then now we're going to the lower one. A couple of things here, but nothing interesting. And then of course this one, because this is the Hula Hoop, and this is with 3 turns of wire inside. So of course we're gonna see if it can pick up WWVB. Oh, there it is. So the Hula Hoop MLA 30 can pick it up pretty good. That's pretty cool. And over here is Cutler, Maine. That's the let's see. Okay, so that worked out. So the Hula Hoop can pick it up. MLA 30. Pretty impressive. Wow. Okay, so let's go back to the medium wave. All right.
Permitted back into the country and denied a visa.
So Putin had
how the people embraced where they made the movie. So
Something you should know. Consider be nerve-wracking because
When we, the shot is the pH.
Mother of Mercy. Pray for us. Our Lady of Guadalupe. Pray for us. Our Lady of Palestine. Pray for us. Virgin Most Power. Pray for us. Saint Joseph. Pray for us. Saint Faustina.
Definitely religious.
Saint John Paul II.
Pray for us.
Saint Virgin.
Pray for us.
Saint Jose Maria Escrivá.
Pray for us.
Saint Patrick.
Pray for us.
Blessed Michael Supposito.
Pray for us.
Blessed Fulton Queen.
Pray for us.
All you ancient saints.
Pray for us.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Hey, I'm joined by my colleague, Mike Kendall here, but I just want to ask you right now, Chief Crow, before you go away, to consider in these final moments. I have about an hour and 30 minutes left, that's all. There's a relevant radio franchise name. If you're touched by this happening divine mercy, if your heart is moved, if you see the freedom, if you see how people are in closer union with the Lord.
So that should be out of Wisconsin, I think. There's no way that's from California. That would be nice. But that has to be from Wisconsin. So according to a radio locator, yep, WSJP, Sussex, Wisconsin, Relative Radio. Now we'll click on the link and try to listen to it live, but the problem is that look at the CPU. It's really when I go to the other window, I notice it's spiked up. So yeah. I'm definitely gonna have to put more RAM on this laptop. I think they already had said it a couple. I think it is Relative Radio. Yeah, this is definitely that.
You've never had 1,000 people call in 1 hour, but I'll tell you what, I have a special feeling about this hour.
Now, when I was in Florida, this station was, I think what is it? It's a casino. They talk about casino. It's coming out of Mississippi. So, let's see.
That's it. 95 minutes. We have to make the most of every minute, and we need to hear from you. Here's that number, 877-291-0123. And as Drew makes his time, I just want to read
I can call that number also and find out.
Michelle from Wayne, New Jersey, wrote that for your show, Drew, I have formed a devotion to the chaplet of divine mercy.
Yeah, this is Relevant Radio.
Love shared for your radio show, and in particular, the chaplet has helped me to some real trying and personal selves. And Michelle goes on to say, everyone who calls in reminds me I am not alone.
Let me look up the one in California, actually. So the other religious station is in Vallejo, California. And I don't think it's going to be that one. It is the Light of... Nah, it's not going to be that one. Because it's not Relevant Radio. You see my CPU is acting up when I go to the other window. So it's definitely this one. Yeah, it's definitely... Wow. it's starting to fade a little. It sounded better a little while ago. And it's about 4:30 now, 4:28. Look at it, it's starting to fade a little. But definitely that is Wisconsin. So that's my first time catching that station up here. I mean here. Wisconsin. I might have caught it one time before, but I just can't remember when. But very, very good with the hula hoop. Oh no. Is that brother Stare? He's everywhere. Oh my God, he's everywhere. 1680. That's brother Stare. Now I have to look that up. 1680. What's 1680? Oh, I hate my CPU when it goes up like that. 1680. What is 1680? What is 1680? Oh, that's New Jersey. Okay. Oh yeah, WTTM. Okay, Spanish. No, that's not Spanish. Oh, there's no religious station. Well, well, I know the one in Florida is gospel music. That's interesting. I wonder what this is. But it could be WTTM because I think their lease time is mostly Spanish, but sometimes they do lease time for this. Oh, that's interesting. Wow. Well, now I gotta hear it. Oh no, gotta hear Brother Stare. Man, that's interesting. I mean, not him, he's interesting. I'm just saying it's interesting that I'm picking up the station tonight. All I did was rotate the antenna a little bit. It was north to south. I just a tick. Like 2 o'clock position. Like 12 o'clock position would be north to south. So all I did is move it to like the 2 o'clock position. And I'm getting different stations. Wow. I think I might invest on a rotor for one of these loops so I could just rotate it. Interesting.
Is at the door. Go you out to meet him. Make yourself ready for only those that are ready.
Yeah, because the only related station I know on that frequency is coming from Florida. So this guy either there has to be a winter what is it called? Winter Garden, Florida, WOKB. But that is gospel music. Again, I would like to go to the website and listen to the stream, but the problem is this CPU is going to jump through the roof. And I don't want to lose the see, right now it's okay. When it goes all the way up here, wow. Yeah, so now I have another dilemma. Now I have to see if I can have a separate thing so I can listen to that stuff, because right now, unfortunately, this laptop is old. This laptop is over 10 years old now. It's about time I'm probably gonna get a new desktop and just put at least 16 gigs of RAM at least, because this only has 8. And 8 nowadays is not even, it's like the minimum now. Especially if you want to do stuff like this, you know. Yeah, so definitely I'm gonna have to invest in that. So yeah, 4:30. I'm gonna probably stay on to another 15 minutes and then I'm off for the day. So let's just play this and see if I get a station ID. Yeah, a little warm in here now. Woo. I don't have the AC on. I don't want to put the AC on because I don't want to hear humming and all that. Especially if I'm trying to listen to these stations. That's why I have the AC off right now. It's a little warm in here now. There's also a Mexican station here too, but I don't. That's the one I'm listening. I'm listening to some music in the background. It like sounds like Mexican music. There was one Mexican station listed in Radio Locator, but I don't know if that could be a Mexican station. Unknown format actually. So it's not. We don't even know if it's a music station or. So. I don't know. This could be. Most likely it's it's the Lindenholm, New Jersey, but I don't know. I don't think so, because that's Spanish. Let me see the info on. Yeah, it could be. It could be, but that's Spanish. Yes, you see, when I'm on the browser, look at this thing spike up. Look at it spike up now. Look at that. All I did was open up a tab on the other window. That's not good. Wow. Yeah, that's Brother Stair. Oh, that's what's up. All right. That man is everywhere.
녹여주는 거예요. FedEx with an Astros cap by an Alex Hall home run. 6 straight Astros beat the Padres haters. Taking quick walks. Now Craig Kimbrell. Nice inning for the Dodgers. As the ball.
Okay, that sounds.
Victory over the Astros. This would be down to Alvarez. What's up at the top there? The Steelers is left. You got the Yankees with Alvarez. What's going on? Playing to the third base.
In the beginning was the Word. God, His children were endowed with the same power. We are products of our Word. And whether we like it or not, our lives are shaped.
Let me see what that is. So 1650. Oh, here we go with the CPU. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. So that has to be yeah, that's CINA out of I can't even pronounce. I can't pronounce this. Mississauga. Oh, Mississauga. Yeah, Ontario. That's Canada. But there's also a station in Montreal. But that one I think is religious. But that's definitely Mississauga because I can hear the ethnic music, like Indian music and stuff like that. So yeah, that's CINA. Yeah. I can hear the Indian accent and so on. Okay, so that one I logged before. Okay, I thought it was a new station. That's a local station. 1660. That's a local station. Asian, Korean actually. No, nothing there for that one. All right. Let me try.
This is story. Here in December, right? And December 28th. But that's what's interesting is that if they don't close it out and that committee still goes on, I just don't see them doing it. I see them closing it out by the end of the year. Especially if the Republicans win, I think that's going to be.
So that's KXEL out of Iowa. Okay, so I'm getting it now. I couldn't get it for a while. I think just by moving the antenna, I moved it a little bit from north to south to northeast to southwest. I think that was enough to, because it's coming in now and it's August. Normally I get that in the wintertime. Or in the fall. Yeah, that's KXEL.
You've already dismissed it anyway.
First round type of talent. This is Phoebe with the Good Feet store. Are you living with foot pain? The weather has been so nice. It's perfect for taking long walks, exercising, and spending time with family. Don't let foot pain ruin your summer. Visit the Good Feet store and discover what makes the Good Feet store approach to relieving foot pain different. No appointment is necessary. We'll spend time with you and do a free fitting and test walk. You'll have an opportunity to feel for yourself the difference our personalized fitting and orthotic system can make. Most of our customers get noticeable relief the same day. Every day, customers across the country tell us about their new life, working, walking, running, and standing in comfort. So stop by today and see if you can trade in those bad feet for some good feet. Learn more and find your nearest location at goodfeet.com. Are you living with foot pain? Visit the Good Feet store on Walden Avenue near the Galleria Mall.
Cancer is not as simple as we typically think of it in a classification schema. My name
So you can take control. 1, 2, 3. We only need 583 more people to call. Wow. I mean, this thing was written in like 1969.
Okay, unfortunately, I don't want to get a copyright. Oh. That's a 12. Yeah. Yeah, that could be San Antonio, but then again, I'm getting Boston too on 1200 now. Okay, so.
Yeah, but hold on a second. So first of all, that in college sports.
Premier jeweler with an exquisite selection of diamonds, semi-precious stone jewelry, and vintage watches. Their expert design team can restyle your jewelry to today's contemporary style. They also do jewelry and watch repair. Need extra cash? Jewels on Hampton is paying some of the highest prices on gold, silver, diamonds, semi-precious colored stones, and fine watches. Bringing your collectibles and fine sports memorabilia and figurines too. Jewels on Hampton, 4506 Camden, just 3 blocks south of Chippewa. Call them at 314-752-5000. Jewels on Hampton.
Hi, it's Scott and Andrea from Best Buy Flooring. Let's just get a home run with hot summer deals for contractors. Concrete, vinyl tile, ceramic, vinyl carpet tile, and hardwood, all in stock and contractor friendly. Two locations, 7301 North Lindbergh in Hazelwood, Missouri, and 1851 West US Highway 15, O'Fallon, Illinois. Open 7 days a week. Best Flooring, best selection, Best Buy Flooring. Mental health. I'm listening. It's you. Monday I was in a dressing room. Really dry. And I was like, I'm coming from school. And I realized that I had done something really indifferent really good.
Yeah. Now that's KMOX. That's coming out of St. Louis. If I remember. Let's see, 1120. I think that is KMOX. I've heard it in a while, actually. But normally Bloomberg, yeah, KMOX. Okay, yeah. Yeah, KMOX. Okay. Because normally Bloomberg 1130 just bleeds all that out. So it's starting to come in now again. Okay, pretty cool.
Save $500 a month. And Medicare is a Christian healthcare sharing ministry that's worked beautifully for 27 years. There are different options to choose from to fit your budget. I'll give you the number here in a second, and if you call, you can get a price within 2 minutes. Maybe now. I said to myself,
keep us up to date. I appreciate the call. Let me give a fact as I understand it. But you know, I guess some of these are debated.
Yeah, and that is WRVA from Virginia. Let me actually, I want to double check that. Virginia or West Virginia? No, Virginia. Let's see. 1140. 1140, that is going to be.
And then it takes 92 almonds
a lot of stations
to
here.
make up. So
Out of Richmond, okay. Yeah, WRVA, okay, Richmond, Virginia. All right. So that one's coming in pretty good, actually, considering it's late August or mid-August, late August. Well, yeah, normally I don't get it. I don't get it this way. I think just moving the antenna away from the house out there actually. Because my MFJ on the roof wouldn't get this. It would be too much noise. Noise flow would be a little higher, and I can barely get it. Only in the middle of the dead of winter I could get the station. So I think putting the antennas back there, by where the copper loop actually is helping out a lot with the medium wave too. I think having it on the roof was, although I picked up a lot of stations, but actually being away from on the ground, near the ground, actually is better. Yeah, I can hear it pretty good.
One Elvis, or are there many Elvises? And I've got this mathematically reduced possible answers is either 0.
And I'm not kidding when I say that this, especially this station right here, if you get it this clear on August, that's pretty good. I usually have trouble with this station because of Bloomberg, 1130. So I'm looking forward to the winter, seeing what else I can get.
I think that...
Which is it?
Well,
when we talk about truths,
one truth or many truths?
And 90 and FM 101.5. This is a special rebroadcast.
Now, Tori and Dan. Tori Snow, Dan Joseph. WBAL News Radio 1090, FM 101.5, and the WBAL radio app. On air at 97.9 FM HD2, WBAL News Radio 1090, and FM 101.5.
All right, is there a connection between Democrats and truth?
And I think that there are many truths because there's a lot of different ways to look at it.
The Friday night.
Yeah, 1050 is really bleeding through there. Oh my God. And that's Boston. See, Pittsburgh sounds much better.
In Oakland. First it was a 2-run blast, and now a 3-run tater to straightaway center field.
Number 2.
It has not gone well for Pittsburgh this year, but on Friday night they were down to the Reds, and they weren't. They tied the game, and then they walked it off. Sports Radio 93.7, the fan with the call. The 1-0. Line drive, and there it is! Base hit to left, walk it off! Oh, Lord, help us and save us! By Mr. Michael Davis, and he raises the Jolly Roger.
Ah, it's really booming in. Wow. Okay. Let me check what that is. Yeah, I definitely need more memory. Oh my God, that's really...
107.1 FM.
I want to turn.
Okay, I gotta mute that. I don't want to get no copyright. But I heard it. I'm gonna confirm it. Let's see. Where's that? That could be North Carolina. When's it's gospel? Is that was gospel music? Oh. Let me go back to that. Oh man, I don't want to get hit with the copyright. That's the thing. Oh my God. This is why I hate this. Oh my God, with the copyright. It's worse on TikTok, by the way. Oh my God. They took down one of my videos of WW. Oh my God, it was ridiculous. WWVB. 60 kilohertz. They took down the video on TikTok. Violated some kind of let's say, as a copyright on that? Are you kidding me? Seriously. You know, somebody just reported it for whatever reason because it started getting views, or somebody probably previously reported it and then that's how they. They took down the video because I have a TikTok account, so I started posting some videos over there. Some of them that have music that I cannot post here, and out of all the videos, that one is the one they took down. WWVB is the one that I did with the Air Spy and the SDR Sharp with the Hulu, and they took that video down. It's like, are you serious? That'd be crazy with that. Then I have another TikTok account, my finance channel. They took down a video that I posted on YouTube months ago, never had an issue. And on TikTok, like 2 days later, not even 48 hours, they took it down. So if you guys thinking about going to TikTok, it's going to drive you crazy. I'm already rethinking about, you know what, I'm just going to let that account just be as it is. I'm not going to post videos on that much. Because a lot of TikTok stuff is ridiculous. It's just a lot of, you know, a lot of women. That's basically what you see a lot of on TikTok. A lot of women shaking the you know what. That's it. And some, you know, lip syncing and stuff like that. But stuff like this, it gets flagged, believe it or not. The same thing I'm going through with YouTube with if I play a little clip of audio inadvertently, they'll flag the video, and sometimes they'll not only flag the video, and because a couple of videos that I had, it was months later that the video that got blocked in all of YouTube, every country couldn't even watch it. It was ridiculous. Oh my God, I'm like, that's why I try to avoid playing music at all anymore. I just can't. I can't deal with that. Okay, I'm just gonna move on because as much as I want to get a station ID, I can't do it while I'm recording because I'm gonna get flagged. It sucks.
Keep your family warm during worrisome power outages. And line up the bolts with a bowl and gently set in place, making sure a proper seal is created with a flange and drain.
Walk.ca.
Okay, we know what that is. All right, that's Boston. I thought I'm trying to get KOA from Denver, but this I can't get that. I haven't got that once yet. Okay.
From ABC News, I'm Todd. And a major development in the House Select Committee's investigation into the January 6th rioting on Capitol Hill.
Former Vice President Mike Pence says he would consider testifying before the January 6th committee. That committee's vice chair, Liz Cheney, told me talks are already
I hear another station. I hear two stations. Oh, yeah, this one I hear.
How important it is
okay.
For the American people to know.
Again, I don't want to get a copyright strike. Oh, my. Even that low, I'll get a copyright strike. Oh my God, it sucks. Okay, I'm going to move on.
For the rights to freedom of expression.
You hear the difference? When you put on upper sideband, you can see right here, see the bleeding? That's from WABC. Yeah, I do this. There you go, see?
So we're unlikely to see anything that's really widespread at this stage.
Affected models include the iPhone 6S. A Michigan judge has blocked enforcement of the state's
So that's a good use of that. A good example. If you go full AM, you hear the bleed over, right? If you go lower sideband, of course, worse. You have to do upper sideband. And then do the sync. That helps too. So the sync does help, actually.
Prosecutors could enforce the prohibition after the U.S. Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. With the midterm elections less than 3 months away.
So that's an example right there. Because WABC is this big blowtorch right there. So that little sliver is 780. And you can hear it this way. That's the only way you're going to be able to hear it. You're not going to be able to hear it AM. It's too powerful.
Has put on hold the state's new ban on transgender kids playing on sports teams. The families of 3 transgender student athletes filed lawsuits challenging the ban. There are legal challenges to similar laws in several other states, including Idaho, West Virginia,
no comment.
and Indiana.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Visit libertymutual.com.
All right, moving on.
Times.
Same thing with WJR. And that's how you have to put lower sideband.
What you didn't mention
and you got
is very hard to measure. And
now you don't hear the bleed over.
So we're trying to connect the dots for our listeners, for our customers here.
Okay, so that's how you do that one. Because again, if you try to do AM, you won't be able to hear anything. Yeah. Unless you do this, you can do that too. But it's still, you can still hear it. So what you would do is instead just lower sideband.
Even when these were healthy people, and even when the blood tests looked like they were healthy, when they dug a little deeper, the magnesium levels...
Big difference, right? Big difference. So definitely use the, when you medium wave the Xing. You definitely I use this a lot. Upper sideband, lower sideband. The same thing, yeah, it helps. I just sometimes I forget. But it's a big difference. It's a big difference. The AM, forget it. See that big, that's the WABC. Bleeding over. Even if you to like, it's better. You're right there, it worked.
you are on something.
So right there at work, you can actually do that too.
You have been obsessed with this for the last few weeks.
But sometimes, you know, sometimes it's very, sometimes even this doesn't work. But in this case, it's working fine. Okay.
To help people get back the magnesium they need to be as healthy as possible.
See, this one, WOR, is really bleeding through. So this one definitely you will just upper side down.
78 degrees, mostly sunny there. More sunshine for Tuesday and Wednesday with highs in the low 80s. I'm WGN meteorology chief Chris Ivory. And right now, we got some storms out there.
So that's WGN out of Chicago. So yeah, definitely WOR is really, you can see how huge it is. It's definitely bleeding over. WGN.
32 right now on the lakefront, where we are seeing some lightning out the windows of our studio here.
Hi, Dad. And for...
So if you're trying to go on the other side, 700. Yeah, it's really bleeding over. Well, it's 5 o'clock now, so usually around, well, yeah, 700 now, it's really bleeding over. Yeah, you can really hear it.
How's everybody doing? Adam and I are up in the beautiful mountains of Western Maryland and broadcasting from a hotel in
Julian Barnes, National Security Reporter for the New York Times. Julian, what is the Espionage Act and how was it first used?
Well, this goes back to World War I when the Congress passed this law to quell defense against the war. And initially it was used for
This is crazy. Wow.
And then they, revised the 20. But throughout the Cold War, this was used as copy spies. It's the primary staff group for anyone who's dealing national defense secrets and given them to the Russians or the Chinese or whomever.
Has it changed much since those initial years around World War I?
You know, it hasn't really been revised since the 1960s. Now, it was revised a lot in those first years, and it's not what it was. But this is an old law. It's 70 years old since it's been changed. So this is for, it doesn't recognize the emails or text messages, but it talks about information, and the government has found that that's broad enough, general enough to apply to more countries.
Julian, who has been prosecuted some of the bigger cases under the Espionage Act?
I think that's CFTR from Toronto. I was hoping it'd be CJOB. CJOB, is it CJOB? Well, it could be CJOB, but it's really CFTR. I think it's CFTR. Because CJOB is in Winnipeg, which is further west. Winnipeg, Manitoba. The CFTR I picked up before. And they're both news, well, CFTR is news and talk. And CJOB is also news and talk. So that music, I don't know where it's coming from. Well, there's a classic country in Binghamton, upstate New York. So that could be Binghamton, the music in the background. It's classic country in Binghamton.
Actually, reason why I think Tom Brady's retiring. Let's go back to his first retirement. He retired not because he was done playing football, because he was done playing football for the Buccaneers. He retired with the intention.
Yeah, that's Chicago.
Getting traded to Miami Dolphins. Now, there's that report that they were going all in on Sean Payton and Tom Brady. They're going to make Tom Brady.
Now, of course, FAN is
They don't want a lot of criticism. I mean, that
blowtorch.
goes back to the days of Red Barber, even. I mean, come on.
And 650 is country. Is out of Nashville. I barely hear it. Anyway, let me see what's on this Shortwave. Let's see what's on Shortwave.
And against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet.
Yes,
talking
cool.
about
Brother Stare.
God and makeup. You may say this is totally nonsense, but when you see the mushroom clouds rising over America, and you are walking in a nuclear wasteland, it may dawn upon you that God exists after all. Now, how will all this play?
Yeah, the hula hoop, it struggles on shortwave. Because like I said, I put 3 turns of wire. So it's geared toward lower the 160 meter band and 80 meter band, medium wave, long wave. It's gonna struggle. But I may fix it. I may just take out the wire and just put 1 turn and make it more shortwave. But I want to try this, see if it does a good job on medium wave. Yep. All right. All right, go back to the medium wave.
Couple of lanes blocked off there with roadwork. Now the Bloomberg weather. Mainly sunny for today and about 90 for tomorrow. Partly sunny. Do have a chance of a late day shower or thunderstorm at about 86. For Monday, cloudy, some showers, thunderstorms expected, and about 80. Sun and clouds mix on Tuesday. Maybe a shower, passing thunderstorm through the afternoon, and 85. Bloomberg Sports. The Mets won, the Yankees lost. Golf. Adam Scott leads the BMW Championship at 8 under. And our report.
Man, look, it's still overloading.
Saving money feels pretty good, right? Allstate, better protection costs a whole lot less. Visit Allstate.com or call an Allstate agent for a quote today. Allstate. 76 right now. I'm Steve Michaels with the best ride in and out of the city. Bloomberg 1130 with global news 24 hours a day.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to fix that antenna and put 2 turns of wire instead of 3. I think 3 might be too. It seems to overload a little bit on medium wave. I have to lower this thing quite a bit.
Policy in South Korea takes center stage.
It because they don't believe that they can compete.
Yeah, everything's starting to fade now.
Watch the Red Sox game. Drive the orange wire.
That's definitely not San Antonio. I guess I'm gonna wrap it up. Let me try the long wave again one more time before I wrap it up. Let's see if I still. Okay, actually, let me go to HDR. And okay, not much going on. Oh, look, it's much louder. Wow. Let me zoom in. Oh, so we're able to see it. Oh, wow. Wow, you can see it much better. That surprised me. If I zoom out, and I saw when it was zoomed out all the way. You see it? I know you can barely see it because that red line is on it. Let me put the line over here. You see it? That's pretty good. Wow. That's interesting that it actually picks up better than the copper. So yeah, you see, you know, because the 3 turns, I mean, look how, you can see it. You can barely see the carrier right there. So of course okay. Yeah. Hey Don. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's. I'm gonna get an. I have a microphone here. I'm gonna start using. I'm gonna start using this microphone soon. I'm gonna be using this one eventually. That is WWVB. Is a time signal. Is from Colorado. So yeah, so this is VLF. Bottom of the long wave band. So that hula hoop is working well with the long wave. Wow. You can barely see it right there, but I can hear it. Yeah. Yeah, because that's the thing when you have to really you could barely see the signal. That's why you have to zoom in. You have to zoom in. Excuse me, sorry. You have to zoom in, then you can see it. Then you see the code. The what do you call it? The carrier. The So that's the only way you can hear VB because you have to. First of all, you got to make sure the noise floor is low. If I zoom out, I mean, look at the noise floor. Look how low it is. Because I'm learning that you have to put this antenna away from the house. If I had the antenna in the house, there's no way you can hear this. Even if I had it near the house, yeah, it's a good. The loop is it's a good 20 feet away from the house. On the ground. It's actually lower now. The loop itself is only a foot off the ground. This is a hula hoop with 3 turns of wire. And an MLA30. Yeah, I'm using the DX. This is the RSPdx. And this is the one I tell you, the port C. Let me mute this. Yeah, so this is port C. Remember I told you that it has 3 ports, and there's A and B, and then there's a port C, that's a B and C. That's the one you have to use for this. And then you have to select this, the HDR, right? And then you have to select this one to go down to W. If you try any other way, you won't be able to listen to it. So you have to do all these things to listen to that. On the AirSpy, you don't have to do any of this. You just play and go down and you can hear it too. But that's only that the AirSpy, you don't have to do anything like this. You just go down to the 60 kilohertz, and if you can hear it, you hear it. It automatically selects the mode. You know, that's no, does it automatically select the mode? I think it does now. SDR strap does automatically select the mode. Here it does it too. It automatically selects the mode. It puts it on CW, because you have to have it on CW. Okay, on AM, you're just not going to hear anything. You're going to hear. Okay, I muted this. See, on AM, you're not going to hear it. You're not going to hear it. You have to put it on CW. Now, since you're in Australia, you might still be able to pick it up because you're west of Colorado. You're west of this is in Colorado, so I'm east of Colorado. You're west, across the Pacific. So you might be able to pick it up. Because I don't know what's on 60 kilohertz on that side. I know there's a time signal I know there's a time signal in England. That's on 60 kilohertz. And I believe there's might be one more on 60 kilohertz. I'm not sure. And I think that's it. I think on 60 kilohertz is either 3 stations or 2. I don't remember. I have to go to the website. So I'm trying this way. See right now, you're in the chat. I'm looking at your, that's your chat right there. So I don't have to do this anymore because, let me mute this. So I'm glad you're on because, yeah, save up because it's pretty good. It's good. So it's about $199. That's going to be the base price. And I don't know how much shipping is going to be from wherever you buy it at. But it's worth it. I would just get the RSPdx. It's the best bang for your buck. You know? I've been on for 1 hour and 30 minutes now. Wow, time just flying by. Because I was trying to DX medium wave. Because over here it's 5:26 in the morning. So I don't know what time it is in Australia. What is it? It's like middle of the day or something. Evening, early evening. I don't know. Yeah. So now I have the extended desktop. So right now the webcam is here. And yeah, I started early. I've been working on this all night. I said let me stay up and test it. And then, of course, I got my laptop right here, and I have the 7:30 p.m. Okay. So it's 14 hour. You're 14 hours ahead of me. It's 5:30 in the morning here. So yeah, so you're 14 hours ahead. Yeah, so I got the SDR here. So on that big screen, I have the YouTube Studio, and I see the chat right there. I see you right there. So I don't have to do this lowering the window and doing all that now. So this is good. This could work. The only issue I have now is it's hogging up more memory because now I have extended in the future. Yeah. Play a lottery game and see if I can win the lottery. So the only issue I have now is that if I go to this screen and I try to do something on the browser, all of a sudden you see my, go back here. You see this thing jump up to like 100%. That's the CPU. Okay? So that's the problem with this. I only have 8 gigs of RAM on this laptop. So I'm going to have to either put more RAM on this laptop because it's slowed down. I have to look at the replay, see how it looks. But it definitely, it's definitely working. Yeah, I think the setup is going to work for now. But I'm definitely going to have to get more memory because this thing spiked up to like 100% almost a couple of times. So I don't know if that messed up the stream. It might have slowed it down a little bit or something. But right now it's working fine. So that's the only thing. I can only do the chat and that's it. So if I come on over here and see, the minute I go to this side of the screen, this thing is already jumping up. 34, 49%. Yeah, but right now it's only you. Imagine when I have more people here. And this thing's going to hit 100%. This right here, you see this? It says sys. Right now it says 36%, right? But if I go to this screen, watch it go up. And I go to this browser, this tab. Look at that. It started going up already. If I open up another tab, let's see what happens. Look at that. You see that? If I open up another tab, look at that. So I can't have this. You know, if I'm scrolling up and down this website, you can't see it, but it's showing up it's showing up here. So, because I went to Radio Locator to look at these stations. So, you know, I'm gonna have to either double the RAM on this to 16 gigs, or I may use a desktop. But I tried it with a desktop, but the problem is the desktop doesn't play nice with this screen. It looks too. It just doesn't play nice. I will have to get a new screen, and I'm not gonna do all that right now. I don't have the money for that. So this is gonna have to work for now. Well, yeah, I'm gonna look into just doubling the RAM on this, and see if that'll take care of some of this. This thing. And this is only with the SDR. Now, if I didn't have the SDR running, then if I had just me chatting only, that's not an issue. That's fine. But when the SDR takes a lot of memory, that's one thing about SDR. When you buy the SDR, if you have like 4 gigs of RAM, it's gonna struggle sometime, especially when you're trying to record. So I had power and killed my desktop RAM. Yeah, that sucks. So just keep that in mind when you buy your SDR. Make sure your PC is at least, this PC is already like 10 years old. So, oh, hi Dennis, thank you, Dennis, thank you for subbing. I appreciate that. Yeah. So when you're using SDRUno, it's kind of a memory hog. So definitely have at least 8 gigs of RAM. And I ran it on older systems. It's fine. Like a Core 2 Duo, I ran it on that. It was fine. But now they're adding all these updates. You need at least an i3 or i5 processor, at least. This is an i7. And it's struggling a little bit. Because I'm streaming. Remember, I'm streaming. And I have now extended desktop. So basically it's 2 screens now. So I need more memory. And the video that usually comes with the laptop is not a good video. Usually. Having SPR1A still working. Yeah, I have the original one. I have the RSP1. And it still works. And yeah, SDR console. When I first got my RSP1, I used to use SDR console only because I didn't like it. Was, to me at the time, I was learning SDRUno because SDR console you could just right away. It's not a big learning curve, but SDRUno it was a big learning curve for me. But now I got the hang of it. Now I love SDR Uno. Mine's an i5 with 4 gig of RAM, not upgradable. I mean, it'll still work. It'll still work. It's just in my case because I'm streaming and doing all that. So you're not gonna be streaming anything. You're just gonna be listening to it. Hey, that should be fine. I think that's fine. I like the waterfalls more. Yeah. That's why I like the SDR console. It was more. Oh, I need to run on my desktop. Yeah. And in this case, what I did with this laptop, I put an SSD drive. I got rid of the old drive. Yeah, so you're not going to be streaming. I wouldn't worry about it. I think 4 gigs is fine. But in my case, I put an SSD drive a few years ago. That really sped up this computer because this computer was really slow one time. It was very, very slow. And when I put the SSD drive, it made a huge difference. So now I'm going to have to double the RAM. So right now I have 8 gigs. I'm going to have to go to 16 with this laptop. Because I don't want to get a new desktop for this yet. I don't want to go there. I have a few of them. A few desktops I can use. But the problem is the screen. The screen works well with this laptop. I don't have to do no adjustments. With the I tried another desktop and a faster one with 16 gigs of RAM and i7 everything. It didn't want to play nice with the I don't know if it's the video card on that one doesn't seem to play well with the Vizio screen. I don't know. It was a hassle. So I'm just gonna do this for now. I'm gonna go double the RAM. The cheapest way is to double the RAM for this, and that's it. And until I can get another one. Yeah. Oh, let me unmute it. Yeah, it sounds good. That is the MLA 30. Yeah, believe it or not, MLA 30. But it's with a hula hoop. It's an MLA 30. I did the BNC mod. Not the MLA 30 Plus, the MLA 30, the original. BNC mod. Inside I put a ferrite bead inside the wire. I have the video on that, so if you go, you can see it on my channel, the BNC mod. And then for the loop itself, I used a hula hoop that I found in the trash, and I put a wire in there. I put three turns of wire. I think it's solid copper 16 gauge wire, and yeah, it works better on the lower band, like the medium wave and long wave. But on shortwave it struggles now because of the extra turns of wire. So yeah, you can hear WWB on MLA 30. It works good. And also, what I also learned too is on the loop, on the MLA 30, I had to put it away from the house. Before I had it on the roof, no, it doesn't transmit. It's also receive only. It's only receive only. When I had this antenna on the roof, I should make it so. No, I think there's plenty of videos on that. There's a lot of videos on that you can make your own. So it's not like this gonna, yeah, so I had it on the roof, didn't do too well. I mean, for shortwave, it's fine. And for medium wave is good. But I noticed when it's out here lower, right above the ground, it was more sensitive to what I want. It was medium wave. And this was a bonus to get this WWB so easy. You know? So that was just a bonus. Because I don't know if you follow my channel for a while, when I first, yeah, MLA 30, and you could, you know, that's another thing, because I do have a MFJ 1886 loop, and I paid a total of about $300. It was over $300 with the shipping and everything. And that one went up now. That one is more than $300 now. And that one, you know, at the time, that was the only loop that I could, you know, that I could afford. Because the Wellbrook, that was out of my price range. So I bought the MFJ 1886 loop. And that one did well for a long time. But then once I bought the MLA 30, because it's cheaper, it's like $40, you know, 40-something dollars. I got 3 of them. I have one with a copper tube. I have this one now with the hula hoop. And then I have a MLA 30 Plus that I left it alone. I left it stock. Because that one, if I travel, I take that one with me. The stock one, the MLA 30 Plus. So the good thing about MLA 30 is you can experiment with it. You could put, you know, maybe, so you don't want to use that little wire, maybe use a copper. I see people use aluminum. I've seen people, there was a lot of mods on it. There's a Facebook group on there for MLA 30 mods. So, you know, that's nothing. You have, you know, if that antenna, if you break it, well, it's $40. It's not like you spend $300 or $400, or in the case of you know, like for example, the Wellbrook. Wellbrook is expensive, and there's another one more expensive than that one. I think it's the Pixel, whatever it's called, Pixel Loop. It's like $600. I'm not spending $600. I'm sorry. I'm not for no. You know, yeah, you got the money, you can burn. Yeah, I'm not. That's not me. I'm not gonna spend $600 on that. You know, I spent $300 was way too much for the MLA. I mean, for the MFJ when I bought it. But at the time, that was the cheapest one I can buy. The MLA 30 wasn't out yet at the time. Now I would, yeah, $600 for the Pixel. It's called a Pixel Loop or something. I was looking into that a few years ago because that loop's been around for a long time. You understand that the MLA 30, when it came out, it changed everything. It made loops affordable. Because before that, if you wanted to buy a good loop antenna, it was going to set you back at least $300. Like the W6 LVP, that one is over $300. So at that time, a few years ago, there was no MLA 30. That just came out a few 3 years now. So it's a little over 3 years now that it's out. So, and it's good. It's a good antenna. I was skeptical at first, like a lot of people, but when I started seeing the reviews on it, I pulled the trigger and bought it, and it's pretty good antenna for the price. Because the mini whip, I tried the mini whip. Yeah, because before that I tried the mini whip, but the mini whip, it didn't work out for me. Maybe because I had it up there in the roof and it was too much noise. I tried putting it way out there in the yard, and the same thing. It wasn't doing well. So the mini whip was, for me, it was a failure. And so when I tried the MFJ 1886, I was convinced that loop antennas work. I was like, wow, loop antennas really work. Because if I didn't have the loop antenna, I would hear a lot of noise in my location. And then the MLA 30, price at that, that's all I recommend people to buy, the MLA 30. If you had the money, I would love to have a Wellbrook, but I'm not gonna spend. When I checked it yesterday. It's 280 euros. Oh no, pounds. What is it, pound? Anyway, conversion rate is about $400 US for the Wellbrook. That's not including shipping. That's just the price. $400. The shipping is probably going to be another $50 or $60, whatever it is. So we're talking about over $450, $60 for the Wellbrook. Or more. Almost, I'm going to say about $470. And it doesn't come with a power supply now. You have to get your own power supply. At least the MFJ came with a power supply. So now they're not even shipping that with the power supply. I don't know why. Maybe because of the weight. So yeah, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money to spend on an antenna. And then, I would love to have a Wellbrook. I really would like to see how Wellbrook performs here. But I just can't spend almost $500 on that loop right now. I can't. When I'm doing this with a $40 loop, it just doesn't. It doesn't justify the cost. For me, it doesn't. If they ever have a sale or maybe 50% off, I will probably pull the trigger on it. Or if they want to offer one to me for a discount price, I can review it. But I'm not spending $500 or whatever it is for a loop. That's not going to happen. Because right now, I passed the tech exam, so I'm waiting for my call sign. I'm looking for a transceiver. So I rather spend the money on a transceiver than buy a receive loop that's gonna cost $500. No. So I still haven't got my call sign yet. So it's gonna be a week. It was last Saturday I took the test. So I went on some forums. I heard it was yeah, thank you. So, and I missed the general by 7 questions. So I almost got the general. So anyway, I have the tech one. I'm going to study for the general and take it in October. So in October, I'll take the general. So, yeah. So right now, I'm going to look for a transceiver when I pass. Yeah. Yeah, I got 2 wrong on the tech. I had 94. I think it was a 94. But the general, I didn't study for the general at all, and I said, "Oh, we're gonna give you the general for free anyway. We'll throw it in there." So I said, "You know what? I'll take it. Maybe I'll get lucky." And I missed it by 7 questions. So, I'll study for it. Yeah, well, I'm not buying too many anymore. I'm slowing down on it because the problem is that we're looking to buy another house later on. And to be able to move all this stuff, it's going to be a nightmare. So I slow down on that. So I'll probably get a transceiver when I get the general. Because right now I'm just going to use this radio. the Yaesu. This is a low power QRP. I'll use this one because this one I can use for the license I have now. I can use it at 10 meters and 6 meters. I can talk on this one. As soon as I get my call sign, I can use this. And I've seen videos on it. You know, I put the strap on. I can put the rubber ducky right here, connect it right here, and I can just talk. I could be right outside my house, right in the backyard. I could be talking with this one. And then when I get the General, maybe I'll get an ICOM 7300 or something like that. I don't know, something more to have it here. Not something to take out, something to have it here. But that's I have to save up for that. And that's gonna be I forgot how much it was. I think it was like $1,300 or something like that. So I don't have that time. I don't have that money right now. So y'all can donate. Start donating. Save up for that. Save up for the ICOM. Yeah, that's the one I want. I want the 7300. I like that. That's the one with the waterfall and all that, I believe. I remember. Yeah, that's the one I want. That's the one I want for if I get the General. I'm gonna reward myself with that one. But that'll happen later on. Maybe I'll have it for Christmas. You know, that'll be a gift for myself. I'll save up and I'll have that for Christmas. So. Yeah, then I will just buy it, you know. Yeah, I will get MLA 30, and then it's the MLA 30 Plus actually, the one they have now. So it's actually an improved version of the MLA 30. So get the Plus one. You know, I believe they're still selling the old one in some places, but I think most of it now is MLA 30 Plus. And it'll be, you know, you'll like the antenna. You just got to learn the antenna. Make sure that you know, I know people that have it indoors. And if you don't have noise, you can have it indoors. But I can't have my antenna indoors because I'm in the basement too. So I can't, I'd rather have it out there. But I figured it out now that if I want to listen to the real lower bands, I have to put it further out, away from the house. Now, for just general shortwave listening, I get the roof is fine. In my case, the roof would have been fine. But I'm really trying to medium wave DX and going down lower bands. Then yeah, I had to put it further out, and it works fine. So I was trying different things. I even had this netbook. I was trying to see if I could look at the chat disk, but it didn't. It's too slow. I think this method is going to work better. Just have the SDR here with the webcam, and then I can look at the chat right there. If I had them, thank you. You know, that's a nice start, though. No, eventually I'll get it. It's just that, you know, we have to do some remodeling in this house first. Because right now I have a few projects I have to do. Since I got back from vacation, I actually haven't done anything. And my wife's been, you know, well, we already got back. Where you haven't done anything? I'm like, okay, chill out. Because I was going to go out there today and work on the yard, but it was too hot. Today was too hot. And I have the air conditioner off right now because I didn't want to hear the humming. Because I don't know, this microphone sounds low sometimes. But, and I also have this microphone I'm going to be using soon. You know. So I'm trying out different things. I'm learning. This stream seems better now. I'm going to hit 2 hours now. 2 hours. And so far so good. So let's see. Right now, medium wave, forget it. Right now, it's already 5:50 in the morning. So right now, it's, let me see. Now, sometimes there's another time signal on around 40 something, I believe, is the German. But that one I can't. I picked it up the other night, but I can't pick it up now. Let me zoom in. Let me see where is that. Well, I'm a night owl. Because right now my son, he was playing upstairs. He's up. I would have been in bed already, but sometimes I stay up. Especially, you know, I'm not. Well, I don't have a job right now. I'm not working. I stay home with my son, so I guess I stay up with him. You know, so I don't have no like. And funny I say that because in Florida it was the opposite. Florida, when I went to Florida, I don't know why. I don't know if it's in the air or something. I was in bed by 10 o'clock. 9 o'clock, I was already sleepy. And then by 10 o'clock, I'd be in bed. I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. But here, at home, okay, I got to put the AC on now because I'm getting warm in here now. Put the AC on. There you go. Put the AC on. So we can just talk. I can just talk with Don Locks. I subbed to your channel though. I was checking it out. Yeah, it's interesting about the locks and stuff like that. I was looking at some of the videos. I was like, it's interesting. So you collect locks? Or why? Yeah, because I saw some locks that you had. I was like, well, these are very elaborate. Some of them look very yeah, some of them look very elaborate and or what is it, ornate? I guess what's the word? Yeah, you collect them. Okay, it's something like that. I was like, wow, it's pretty interesting. I didn't know about that. I didn't know that people actually collect locks. You mean like padlocks? Specifically padlocks? That's what we call it, padlock, right? We just. I need to post some to friends and sell some and keep some. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I saw some that were very, elaborate. So, yeah, because I go check out these channels. I like, any lock. I prefer, okay, so any type of lock. Yeah, oh, you speaking of that, yeah, it reminded me about something. Like, this house. They have the old locks, like the skeleton key. So I have a door right here that has that. And I don't want to take out that lock. I want to keep it with the skeleton key. It's so cool. Because this house was built in 1924. So there's one door, the one that comes to the basement. It's a side door. It has an old lock that you put a skeleton key in. And yeah, locks are not cheap. Lots of people collect locks. Oh, okay. Yeah, so when I see that lock, I want to change that door. Yeah, it's a whole house. So I want to change that door, but I'm tempted not to because I have two doors that are old and they use the skeleton key. One is like near the kitchen. It's an old glass door. That's a lever lock. Okay. So that one looks like you need a skeleton key. I think my wife has a key somewhere. Because I don't know where I would get that key from. It looks like an old skeleton key. That's what they call it, right? Skeleton key is an old long key and you put it in there. So right now that door, I don't lock it like that. I lock it from the inside with a bolt. But I would like to use a skeleton key instead. So I'm trying not to. You see, that's the problem with his house. I could totally gut this house out, and like this house, it has plaster. The walls upstairs are all plaster with the what do you call it, lath. It's not drywall. Some of the rooms have drywall on the second floor, but so those walls, the original walls from when this house was built. And I don't want to gut. I don't because it has the molding and it's been painted a few times over. And I don't want to gut that out and put drywall. You know, I like the house. This house has character. It's old. It has old crown molding and stuff like that, and I don't want to, you know, I don't want to take that out and put sheetrock. You know, I like the old style. It had a chandelier when you walk in. It was a chandelier. I had to take that down because, yeah, slats and horsehair. Yeah, that's a horsehair plaster, slats. So that's a not in the basement, but the first floor is all like that. All the walls have the living room and the bedroom and the kitchen. Part of the kitchen is like that, the original walls. And on the second floor, all the bedrooms are like that, with the horsehair plaster or whatever, you know, and the ceiling. So I don't want to, you know, yeah, I had a little like a fracture on one of them, and I'm trying to fix that, but I really don't want to. I can gut it and put drywall, but I don't want to do that because I like the that. And also the wiring. The original wiring is in the first floor, still there. It's old. So, you know, I told my wife you can't overload it because, yeah. Yeah, this house is old. This house is going to, another year and a half, 2 years, it'll be a 100 years old house. Yeah. Right now, I have to do a lot of repair. I have to repair the roof. So I don't want to go up there, but I have to. I don't have a choice. I don't want to spend money, and I just gotta repaint the roof and cover up, seal some spots. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the first floor, because the second floor, that happened in the second floor. There was a short, and I had to we had to rewire the second floor. So we put new wiring on the second floor. But the first floor, eventually, you're going to need, because this is the old wiring. It's the original wiring, probably, from the 20s. And that only holds like 10 amps. 10 amp wiring, I think it is. So now, you know, all wiring now is like 20 amp, 30 amp. That's 10 amp on the first floor. So that needs to be eventually we rewired. You know? Oh yeah, I have to see all your videos. I have to see them. I have to go sit down and start watching, because this is interesting. The locks thing is interesting. You know? I've seen channels that people collect watches. Like real nice watches. I was talking to my wife the other day about the metal detector. I want to get a metal detector. And when I go to the beach or something, I just be looking. Because there's one guy, he has a metal detector. And he's always finding nice stuff. Yeah, that's what happened. When I touched the wire, it disintegrated. On the chandelier. When I took out the chandelier, I touched the wire, and the what is it? The not the copper, but the shielding. It disintegrated. I touched it, and it just, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna have to change it, because it's gonna be a major job. Yeah, I definitely want to try the metal detector thing. I would definitely want to. Like the other night, I had my telescope out there. Because I bought this telescope a couple of years ago, and I haven't used it. So finally, the other night, I said, let me take the telescope outside. It was around this time. It was around 3 in the morning. I took the telescope out in the back, and I was watching Jupiter. And I saw a bright object. I'm like, what? That's not a star. So I pointed right at it. It was Jupiter. And I was like, wow, because I saw the moons around Jupiter. I said, that's Jupiter. And so, yeah, that's another hobby I'm trying to just like hook up a camera to it and take pictures. I have all these hobbies I'm trying to Because, you know, when you're a kid, you couldn't afford all these things. Now that you're older, you have all these things now. And it's like, you know what? I need to enjoy this stuff. I'm letting it sit there, collect dust. I'm like, I have a telescope right here. And I'm like, I need to take it outside. You know? So same thing. I want to get a metal detector. I want to just, we can see Mars easy with the naked eye. Yeah, over here too. But that wasn't Mars. That was definitely Jupiter. Because when I saw it, I had trouble focusing because I have to learn how to use the telescope. It's not just pointing thing. It doesn't work that way with a telescope. Especially when you try to see something millions of miles away. You see it and suddenly it just keeps going by. So I had to... But I got enough. I saw it with the planet, with the moons. Yeah, because because it was a TikTok. I was on TikTok and I saw this guy. He has like a live stream on TikTok, and he shows it all like in his telescope. So I'm like, I brought out my telescope and I started looking at it, and I said, oh yeah, there you go. Yeah. So 2 hours in. Wow. But it's working well. Okay, the streaming works well. It's just when I do this, when I go to website. But now I'm not playing the SDRUno, so it doesn't matter. So now I can go to a website. I can look up whatever. And you're not seeing it because I'm doing it on this one, on this side of the desktop. Check my Gmail real quick. Yeah, no call sign, man. What's going on with the call sign? I'm waiting for the email from FCC. Because they're supposed to send you an email. Because that's what I'm waiting for the SEC to send me a link that I have to pay for the fee. I have to pay a $35 fee. And then I have my call sign. So it's not showing up yet. I check it every day. I'm checking for the database, and it's not there. And when I took the test, I heard that because I took it locally, pen and paper. So they mail it out. So I guess they mailed it out. Instead of doing it electronically, they mailed it out. So, yeah, so I think I'm looking at probably full 2 weeks or something. Yeah, 4 weeks. Yeah, I heard stories that some people had to wait 4 weeks because they mailed it out by regular mail. So, yeah, because I'm kind of excited. I want to get my call sign. I want to have my call sign already. So you have a call. So what license you have? You're what? Like a, well, yeah, same here. Government is slow. Except for the IRS. When you owe them money. And they collect like crazy. If you owe them money, forget it. No, I didn't choose my call sign. I don't want to, I thought about that, but I think you're supposed to get your call. I think the first time you're supposed to get your call sign first. Then apply for a vanity one. But I'm not gonna do that. I mean, hopefully it's a good call sign. You know, I'm not, unless it's something really awful. So you can do HF except 10 meter. Basic foundation. Okay. So, yeah. So I can do 10 meters. I can do, in terms of voice, I can do 10 meters, 6 meters, and 2 meters. And there's some other stuff up there, which I don't know the thing on that. And 10 watt. No, I could do a little more than that, but yeah, so we have to wait for that. I have to wait till I get my call sign. Then you have a window, like a 2-week window or something. I forgot what it is. I have to read it on that. Well, you can apply for the vanity, and then, but I want to see. Let me see what my call sign is. If it's not something awful, if it's okay, I'll keep it. You know, You know. Yeah. Yeah, tech is not HF. Only CW. You could do some CW on HF, but and that's another thing I was thinking about because I was talking to somebody and he got me thinking about CW. Because there's when I took the test there's three what they call VEs. They're like witness. They have to sign off on the paper. I don't even have the paper right now. So they all have to, you know, it's three people look at the test and check it. And then they sign off on it. So one of them, I was talking to him, and he said that he doesn't talk. He said when he got his when he got his first license, he said he doesn't like to talk on the air. So he said he learned CW because he doesn't like to talk to people. He said that it took him a while, but he said that that's all he does is CW. He doesn't talk, and he's an extra now. He's an older guy, and he said I took CW because I don't like to talk to people. I just want to get my contact, and yeah. So he got me thinking about maybe I should try to learn CW. Because I told him that I was not interested in learning CW, but then when he spoke to me, because that's the thing about me, I don't think I want to talk a lot. You know, I don't. You know, I'm talking to you because this is YouTube. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm thinking too. It might be too hard on my brain, but it's like a challenge. It's a good challenge for me to see if I can do it. Cause I started watching a few videos on it already, and this is a couple of videos that got me thinking about it. So I don't know. I may look into it. I may decide to do CW and just learn that. Plus, I'm gonna do digital. I can do some digital, so I can see myself doing digital, because that doesn't take much power, especially with this radio. You know, low power, right? So I can see myself CW with this radio, low power, don't need no big rig, and also digital modes. You know? So, because I don't want to be, to be honest, I don't know if I'm going to be talking a lot. No, I know. I think it'll be okay too. But it's just the time. You know? I mean, right now, I'm going to stick to that radio and do low power stuff and talk, you know. And then, yeah, because I want to do digital too. I want to have like FT8. And talking, I will do some talking, but I like the CW now. He got me thinking about CW. I'm trying to learn CW. It's like a challenge. Because the way he said it makes sense. He said, I don't enjoy talking. I don't like talking. He said, that's why I taught myself CW. Because all I want to do is, get the contact. Okay, signal, whatever. And that's it. I don't want to be there. I don't want to know about your prostate. Your prostate condition or whatever. You know, because I hear these conversations. Some of them are funny. You know? Now they got CW coders and decoders. Yeah. So I hear some of these conversations. Some of them are like, they talk about like, I was hearing somebody talking about a casino. My prostate is fine, thanks. Yeah, because, people talking about their prostate or whatever. One guy was talking about a bat winning in his house. Yeah, 80 meters. It was 80 meters. Yeah, 80 meters. The guy was talking about a bat flew in his house, and he had to go take a shot. Yeah. So I'm listening to this whole thing. I'm recording it. I'm like, okay, and I played it on my, it's on one of my videos. So a bat went in his house, and he wanted to spend like $10,000 on a shot. Because if you get bitten by a bat and it has rabies, that's bad. So the shot cost them $10,000. That's great. I never heard of a shot costing $10,000. $10,000 for a shot. Because just in case he got bitten by the bat. Because they say that when a bat bites you, sometimes you don't feel it. Because I guess it has like it's like very tiny little bite. You barely notice it. And if that bat has rabies, yeah. So he said he was talking to me. He said $10,000. I was like, are you kidding me? Yeah, but you can't take a chance if they have rabies. If I got bitten by a bat, I'm sorry. I want that shot. You don't want to have rabies. You can't take a chance of, a bat. It's like a bat is like a rat with wings, right? It's a stinking rat with wings. So you don't know where the hell that thing's been at. You can't take the chance. Oh, I don't want the shot. I'm gonna save my $10,000. No, I said, oh, well, I'm gonna have to borrow the money to take my shot because I'm not taking a chance with rabies. Yeah, because that's the way when I see a bat. You ever see when they open it up? They open his mouth and he got these little fangs. He look like a rat. He look like a rat with wings. And I hate rats. They're disgusting. I hate rats. We have big ones around here next to my house. At night, they're like this big, going through the garbage. All my trash, I have to put it in a can and put the lid on it because they don't go in any ransack. And we have raccoons here too. We have raccoons. We have possums. AR-15 will kill them. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have an AR-15. Unfortunately, I live in New York where it's pretty much impossible for me to get that type of gun. Even if I had a legitimate reason, it's a pain in the ass to get a gun like that in New York. Now, if I live in Florida, yeah, I could have an AR-15. Blah, blah, blah. Rats are rare. Yeah, probably because they get eaten by what? Well, you guys have a lot of snakes. Right? So probably that's why you don't have a lot of rats, because you have all these snakes over there. Right? You gotta be. So, we don't have snakes. I mean, we have a small snake in the backyard. Sometimes I find one. And I leave them alone because I know they eat rats. They eat mice. So my wife is like, oh, why'd you kill them? I said, no, I don't kill them. I let them go. Let them go over in the yard because they feed on mice. So that's probably why you don't have rats in your area. Because it's probably the snakes have them for dinner. Oh, yeah, summer only. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because I saw something on that. Too cold in the winter, they sleep. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I saw that in, it was on Discovery Channel a few years ago when I had Discovery. And Australia's like one of the, like, I forgot how many of the deadliest snakes are from Australia. I think you have like half of them. There's a whole bunch of different deadliest whatever. And scorpion, too. I think you have that scorpion. Or spider or scorpion or something like that. It's like the deadliest animals. Half of them are from Australia. I'm like, wow. I would be scared to leave my door open. Crawl in my house. Yeah, I'm close to the bush here. Oh, okay, lots of brown snakes here. Oh. Well, Florida's getting like that too. Because people, I know in Florida there's a problem with some snakes because people had them as pets. And when they can't take care of them, they let them go. And they start breeding. And now there's more different snakes in Florida than anywhere else in the world because of people. People incorporated them in the, in the wild. So a snake that used to be in for example, in Asia, I don't know, like Thailand, whatever, one of those Burmese python, whatever. Now you're finding them in Florida because somebody let one go in the wild and they started breeding, and now they have all these snakes in Florida now. Yeah, scorpions, redback spiders, but funnel web spider not here. Too cold in Canberra, luckily, but lots in Sydney. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. So that's what's happening in Florida. They actually, that's a big problem now. That people bringing in all these, like, you know, somebody has a pet of some particular snake. They can't take care of it, so they let them go. And they're not native to Florida. It's just people, you know, because Florida, you gotta remember, Florida is a lot of, there's a lot of lakes in Florida. Florida has the most lakes in this country. I think it's like 10, I forgot, I think it was like 13,000 lakes in the state of Florida alone. And of course they have crocodiles, alligator, whatever. They have all types of snakes in Florida. And of course they have, you know, lizards. Lizards too. There's different, yeah. And Florida is also flat. There's no mountains. It's just flat. Like literally, the whole state is flat. It's almost sea level. So it's not like up here we have the Adirondack Mountains. We have the all these mountains over there. Oh yeah, it's like sinkholes. Yeah, 'cause that's something I noticed when I went to Florida. There's a lot of sand in the ground. I guess it blows from the shore. So sand is mixed with the soil. So there is sinkholes. Like sinkholes. And they have something else, I forgot what they call it. It's like on purpose, they dig a hole. It's for when it rains. That usually takes all the water and it fills it up. I know that's the thing. That's the thing about buying a house in Florida. I'm thinking about maybe 20 years from now. You know, like my son. You know, like when he gets, like I don't know if I want to invest in that because we don't know. We don't know what can happen in 50 years. I don't think I'm going to be around in 50 years, but I'm saying whoever owns that house with my son or whatever, you know, we don't know how Florida's going to be. We don't know one day. But then again, we're in Central Florida. I went to Central Florida. I would not want to live on the coast. If I move to, I know, I've seen documentaries on that too. But if we were to buy a property in Florida, it's most likely Central Florida. And probably either Central Florida or north of Florida. Not down by the tip or on the coast. Only because, you know, the hurricane thing really bothers me. You know? The hurricane stuff. Well, I lived in Puerto Rico for 2 years, and the hurricane thing was an issue. Hurricanes can be scary. Especially what happened with Puerto Rico a few years ago with Maria. I mean, it wiped out the island. No power for almost a year. For months, they had no power. Most of the island. So that would have been scary stuff. Yeah. So that whole hurricane thing got me like that, thinking, I don't know if I want to live somewhere where there's Arlington, Virginia, lots of hurricane. Yeah, but by the time they make it up there, it's not powerful. It's like a Category 1. It's not that strong. Although we had Category 1 up here and it caused flooding. Not where I live at, but in New York City, a couple of places got flooded, like, you know, damaged homes. But those are people that live near the water, like near the coast. They got hit though. They got hit even in a Category 1. The house got damaged with flood damage. Yeah, the brush fire. I know. So you guys had the brush fire. Yeah, that's wow. That's California. California is like that. They're always having brush fires because it's like a drought. It's been like that for a few years. You know, like in Las Vegas. You know, now the Lake Mead is like it's very low water now. It's like people saying the global warming thing. I'm too fat. I will sink. Well, I'm not much of a swimmer, so I probably will sink too. Yeah, so it's like anywhere you go, there's always gonna be some kind of weather related stuff. Yeah, I'm telling you, Lake Mead, because my wife and I went out there in 2008, and you could already see that it was drying up, because you could see the water line where the water used to be at. It was like half of Lake Mead was already dry. So now it's like almost down to the bottom. Because I went to Lake Mead. I went there, like I said, 2008. We went to the Hoover Dam, and I saw Lake Mead, and it was already half of it. So now it's like all the way at the bottom. Because I got pictures, and I compared it to what it is now, and I'm like, wow, look at it. So it was already half in 2008. So it's half of that, half of the half. So it's down to like, you know, it's really bad. So I think everywhere you go, there's always something. If you live in the Midwest, you got to worry about tornadoes. I was going to visit Hoover Dam in 2017, but the lift was out of order. Okay. Yeah, when I went to Las Vegas, we went to Hoover Dam, and then we took a helicopter ride above it, and you could see that it was already half of the water was already gone. I didn't get to go to the Grand Canyon. That's the only thing I regret. So one day we'll do that. Now this time we'll take our son. Grand Canyon, yeah, Grand Canyon got to be nice. We didn't go. We ran out of time. Because the Hoover Dam is a day. It's a whole day getting out there. From Las Vegas, it's a long bus ride and all that. And so we ran out of time. Otherwise, we would have done the Grand Canyon. But next time, we'll do the Grand Canyon. We'll go to the Grand Canyon. Excuse me. Wow, 6:24. Yeah, the helicopter ride was nice though. When I did over Hoover Dam, it was nice. I wish I had a recording of it, because I recorded that with an old tape, and that tape got messed up. I was going to digitize it, and I couldn't digitize it, because I was going to post it on a YouTube channel, my old trips. But it didn't. I still have the camcorder. It's an old JVC camera with the little tape. No, I'm going to go to bed soon. I'm going to go to bed in a few. Let me close up the... Yeah, I got video, but I made the mistake of doing it with the camcorder, because it had tape in it. I wanted to do the whole thing. Yeah, it's a JVC. I have two of them. I bought one on eBay a few years ago, because I thought maybe something was wrong with it, but it turned out the tape is damaged. I guess after a while it just degrades over time. It's like a VCR, VCR tape. Same thing. After a while it degrades. No matter how much you clean the heads, the tape degrades over time, so the quality was awful. It's all right. So anyway, I'm gonna end the yeah, it degrades. Cause I was I was in the process of digitizing all my old VHS and all that. So when I got to that one, I couldn't even see I can hear the audio, but the video is gone. Yeah, you need to convert them because they going bad fast. Like half of my tapes, they were really degraded. Yeah, so that's what I did. I recorded them and then I put them on DVDs. Yeah, I know, because that's memories that, especially my memories of my mother. I have videos of my mom when she was here, you know. And now some of those videos are like bad shape. And those are memories of my mom, and I'm like, wow. So, yep. Anyway, there you go. I put up the lights up there the other day, the LEDs. I know, but I don't want to pay an arm and a leg for that. So I'm just, you know, just leave it. I just let it be, and that's it. Because I'm trying to do it on the cheap. Yeah, they got these places, but they're gonna charge you an arm and a leg. So, you know, it's okay. I can live without it. I mean, you know, it is what it is. You know, I try to restore it, and I got bits of it. But like the whole thing, no, some of it is too far gone. So anyway, I'm gonna go. It's 6:28 in the morning here. Well, 6:30, and I've been out for 2 hours and 35 minutes. So I'm gonna be later on in another chat tonight. And anyway, I was just testing out. So I think it's going to work for now. And I just need to see if I can get more memory on this laptop. Yeah, I'm going to get some sleep. I'll get a few hours. So I got it set up the way I want it. All right. Everybody, thank you for watching. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.